The Monmouth Hawks host the 2015 MAAC Field Hockey Tournament, and I'm now joined by two Hawks players, Alyssa Ercolino and Lauren Horner. We start off with Lauren over here. Sum up the regular season, clinched the number one seed in the tournament, able to host it. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's great. We had a really great start when we were in conference. We went undefeated at the beginning, but then we hit Siena, which was a little bit of a bump, but I think that actually was what we needed. It elevated our game when we went into the Bryant game, and now we're ready more than ever. We had that one moment that we're able to work through now, and I think it'll make us even better.
Now, Alyssa, you have a lot of experience. You've been in tournaments like this before. What do you and the team need to do to prepare?
I think that we really just need to focus on ourselves. We played Fairfield. They're definitely a different team than when we played them. But if we all play together and work together and to our full potential, we will be ultimately successful.
Now, you're familiar with Fairfield, with them being in the conference, of course. Do you feel like you guys will have to change things up a bit, maybe keep them off balance?
I think that if we play to our strengths and expose their weaknesses, that'll really make us most successful on Friday.
Now, Lauren, as an individual, what do you have to do to be successful on the field?
I think for both Alyssa and myself, being captains, it's important to remember where we've been in these last 3 years and kind of help the underclassmen realize the importance of this game. Like this tournament time, anything can happen. It's so unpredictable, and we need to prep them and also get ourselves as ready as possible.
We're now joined by the head coach of the field hockey team, Carli Figlio. Carli, thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Team clinched the number one seed, getting home field advantage. Throughout the regular season, your squad was 6-2. How important was that?
It was huge for us, and I think being able to host it 2 years in a row, we saw what the fans can do. We saw just what home field advantage means to us, and we're excited to be back here.
Now, is it a different preparation now defending the title rather than going for it?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit different, but I think our focus is the same as it was last year. We're trying to just have high energy practices, and really, this is the time of year where you're competing against some top level teams. And to be honest, this tournament is extremely competitive, so it's really anybody's game. So focusing on what we need to kind of clean up and get better at, and then really honing in on Fairfield's strengths as well.
Now, you mentioned Fairfield. Because they're a familiar team, do you see your team changing things up a bit maybe?
Not necessarily a whole lot of change. There might be one or two things that will adjust. Fairfield is very fast. Their speed is very dangerous, and I think they're kind of getting into a groove right now. I think when we played them a few weeks ago, they were a very different team, and the talent, the speed in their midfield and from their attacking line is something that we've been focusing on this week.
Now, we mentioned you guys are the defending champions. Does that experience play towards your advantage?
I think it does, in the sense of we know kind of how to prepare. Last year was very new to us as far as hosting and being in that position. So just physically being able to be smarter about our preparation and practices, I do think that will give us an advantage.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's Carli Figlio, head coach of the Monmouth Hawks field hockey team. For more information on field hockey squad and all other Monmouth Hawks, log on to monmouthhawks.com.